This concept, this idea that God or the universe rewards altruism is one of the greatest lies ever told in history. And for those wondering what altruism means, basically, altruism means to put other people before yourself. Where in the history of Earth has altruism ever been rewarded? When and where has that ever been true in the history of this planet? When Fernando Cortez landed in Mexico, he was met with hospitality and free gold. You know what happened to the Aztecs? They were killed and conquered. When Europeans met Africans, they were met with hospitality and kindness. They ended up being killed, conquered, and enslaved. Martin Luther King fought for the peace and well-being of black people in America. He ended up being gunned down and died at 39 years old. Dr. Sebi spent his whole entire life trying to heal the world through Mother Nature. He ended up being falsely imprisoned and died in custody. Malcolm X devoted his whole entire life to the well-being of his people. He ended up being gunned down during a speech and also died at the age of 39. Malachi Z. York devoted his entire life to the upliftment of his people. He ended up being framed and thrown in prison for 135 years. Mahatma Gandhi fought for the independence of Indians through peaceful resistance and was assassinated. Patrice Lumumba peacefully fought for the independence of Congo from Belgium and was tortured and gunned down. The Moors saved the extinction of Europeans due to the bubonic plague, aka the Black Death. And you know how the Europeans rewarded them? They killed them, kicked them out of Europe, and then went and conquered Jerusalem. Jesus Christ, God in the flesh, came to earth to save his people. And the very people that he came here to save put him on a fucking cross. In movies and in comic books, we are taught that the good guy always wins and to always be good and righteous and holy and put people before yourself. But in real life, the completely opposite is true. The universe rewards actions and celebrates results. It doesn't give a fuck about morality. It doesn't give a fuck about righteousness or good deeds. Not on this planet. America is the richest country in the world. Do you think they acquired their wealth through altruism? Do you think they acquired their power through altruism? Do you think that everyone wants to come to America because of altruism? The reason why we are taught to put other people before ourselves and be altruistic is because it benefits the other person. It doesn't benefit you at all. When has giving the other team free points ever benefited you? When has it ever helped you win the game? It never did, and it never will. I'm not saying to go run around killing people and raping people and stealing from people and doing all types of devilishment to other people. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that you need to put yourself first. Choose yourself first. Make sure you're good first. Then think about if you're gonna go help others. When you do things for other people and they get used to you serving them, they start to expect you to serve them. And then they start using you. And they're gonna go as far as you allow them to. So keep that in mind when you're being altruistic, and when you're helping people out, when you're putting other people before yourself. Even when you express your love to the world and express your love externally, it doesn't benefit you at all. It only benefits those who you are loving. This is why you must learn to turn your love inward, because love is the most powerful force in existence. And when you learn to love yourself, you are empowering yourself instead of empowering the world. And once you learn to love yourself, you will awaken your heart chakra and you will be at your most powerful state. People may say, oh, I already do love myself. No, you don't. If you truly, genuinely loved yourself, you wouldn't be altruistic. You wouldn't put other people before yourself. You may value yourself, but you don't love yourself. We have to learn how to love ourselves, because loving ourselves is one of the hardest things to do. That love that you feel like you have for yourself is the feeling of love for others. And that's why that feeling doesn't stay with you all the time. Because that feeling is dependent upon your interactions with that person or that object that you are choosing to love. Most people have never felt what it felt like to love themselves. That is the greatest reward that exists in the universe. The power of self-love. Once you learn to love yourself, it's eternal. It fulfills you eternally, and you gain eternal life, because life is created by love. And to live means to love. But you don't live by loving others, you live by loving yourself. Does giving other people oxygen keep you alive? No. When you give oxygen to yourself, it keeps you alive. People are always telling me, Derek, you never smile in your videos. You never look happy. I don't intend to look happy. Looks are for others. I care about what I actually am, not what I appear to be. You're right, I'm not happy. My soul doesn't crave happiness. My soul craves fulfillment. I'm fulfilled. And this is why I don't need to smile to other people and he and ha and do all this stupid shit to show and prove to other people that I'm happy. I'm not happy. I have fulfillment. I have contentment. And I have this because I've awakened my heart chakra. And if you would like to learn how to awaken yours, click the link in my profile bio and read my book, Awakening the Divine Mind.